Things rolling. You guys ready for your next act or what? There we go. Very funny guy come to stage. I've actually had the pleasure of working with him many times in the past, so you're gonna love him. Make some noise. Gerry Hall, ladies and gentlemen, get on board.
Thanks. How's it going so far, guys? Good? Alright. A little weird for me. Before I came here, I got off work today. I work on the 5th floor of a building. And I got on the elevator and I was in there by myself. And on the 3rd floor it opened up. And a young lady started to get in, and then when she saw me in there by myself, she did one of these. And then she said really unconvincingly, "I'm waiting for a friend." Like she literally thought if she got in there with me, she was going to get groped or something. Which was weird because I've never met a psychic before. But true story, on the way here, stopped to buy gas, bought a scratch, and you get $100. Yeah. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but I'm from Hamilton. $100, that's like 9 Hamilton prostitutes right there. But I don't know the exact math. I know you give them a 20, get back change. And then as you take that change, you go to Scarborough, get a Scarborough prostitute. Chances are she's pregnant, so it's kind of like a person. Actually, I like to save my money to come here to Toronto and get a Toronto prostitute because they're way better looking. But whenever I do that, I always feel like I'm gambling a little bit. I watch them take off their clothes and get down their underwear, and at that point, it's like I'm spinning a big roulette wheel. It's like, vagina, vagina, vagina. Ah, penis. Again. So, my wife doesn't like it when I do the prostitute jokes. She thinks as I say them, it actually means I go and visit prostitutes. She's like, "Gerry, how much money have you spent on whores?" And I'm like, "Well, your wedding ring was $2,500. So I'm separated. No, actually, there's a true story. Last year in Toronto, we came in and we celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary. So, yeah. 20 years. We're still on a really good sex life. We like to role play. Our favorite one, the one we do all the time, is where I play this guy who's a premature ejaculator. Good prize. And she plays this really disappointed woman who dreams of a black man. This stopped being a premature ejaculator. I joined a support group. We have meetings, but they don't last very long. But I am a probation officer. That is my day job. And, that means I deal with a lot of scumbags all day long. Guys who like beat up their wives and slap around their girlfriends. And that makes my skin crawl. I go home and I tell my wife, you know, no matter how much we argue, no matter how much we fight, I would never ever hit you. But I know people who will. I have a couple of kids. They're getting older now, which is good. So I always hated watching little kids' TV shows. Like the one I hated the most was that one with the little lamb puppet. Lamb chop, yeah. Isn't that sick? Like, why are you naming it the food that it's going to become? You don't do that with anything else. You don't name your goldfish fish stick. You don't name your cat Mugu Gai Pan. Slightly racist, I'm sorry. My son's 9, it means I gotta have the sex talk with him pretty soon. I'm worried about that because my mom, my dad died when I was young. My mom was too embarrassed to have the sex talk with me, so she asked my uncle to do it, but he didn't even live in the same city, so he had to do it by phone. And he wasn't very bright. I don't think he understood what she meant by sex talk. All I know is I got a phone call that was like, "So, what are you wearing?" I get asked a lot about my ethnic heritage because I look really ethnic. And I'm proud to tell people I'm Irish. I have no problem with that. But people will challenge me on that. They're like, what the hell have Irish people ever accomplished? I got to admit, it's hard to come up with something because, like even Scottish people managed to clone a sheep for crying out loud, right? I mean, it was probably just for a sex toy, but they did it. Irish people, the only thing I could come up with that we did was Guinness beer. Right? I don't really like it that much. I find it thick and bitter. And, my brother, he found out that I don't like Guinness beer, and he was offended. He's like, well, Guinness is an acquired taste. I'm like, well, so is fucking semen. Nobody drinks a whole pint. All right, I'm gonna end with this as a quick little dating story from when I was in university. I was going out with this girl for the very first time. She had a reputation. She's very pretty, but she had a reputation of being very pure, very chaste. But a friend of mine said he'd been with her because he was nursery runners, which I thought was weird, but whatever. We go on this date, it goes fantastic, but we get back to my place, and I can't even get a kiss out of her. Right? And I'm thinking, I'm not going to get anywhere tonight because she's not leaving her drink unattended. But I thought back to what my friend said, and I said, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And she thought that was cute. She took out her hairpins, the hair came down, we started making out. It's going great. So I thought I'll take it to the next level. And I took her by the hand, led her to the bedroom, but she froze up again. So I thought, I got to think of another nursery rhyme. So I walked over to the bed, and I pushed on the bed, and I said, this bed is too hard. I walked over to another part, and I said, this bed is too soft. And then I walked over to the middle, and I said, this bed is just right. In that creepy voice. But I don't know, she bought it, she came over, and we started making out again. This time it went even better. The clothes came off, we're lying there naked on the bed. But she won't let me seal the deal, right? Like she's got her legs clamped shut. And I'm trying to think of another nursery rhyme, but I can't because I got no blood left up here. But I'm looking down at her and I'm thinking to myself, don't screw it up, but I did because I said the first thing that came to my mind, I said, little pig, let me in. Thank you very much.
Standing by the door, I just heard the funniest thing ever. It was like 3 minutes ago. I was standing by the door, and someone got out to go to the bathroom and said, "Heads up, Prince Harry." Very funny, by the way. No, seriously, that's the first time I heard that. That's I don't like Prince Harry. Maybe I guess. That's pretty funny. That's not a joke. That's just that actually happened.